Good evening and welcome to another episode of Watching You. I'm Jeff Scott, still in New Brunswick, but I'm joining you tonight from wonderful Fundy National Park, which is on the Bay of Fundy. And it's very foggy, but we're on summer vacation and it's wonderful. And joining me always from Stewiacke, Nova Scotia is Jeff Gray.
Hey. No.
What?
First time ever we're in the same shot together.
Oh, okay. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
All right, so we're here together in Fundy National Park and watching you.
It's just to prove that we actually exist in the real world, just not in the virtual world.
That's right, and we don't live that far apart.
No.
But,
3.5 hours drive, I think, is what it works out to be.
Yep.
So we've done this once before. It was a long time ago.
Oh, we were in these same cottages,
Yep.
and we were jamming Kiss tunes.
Yep.
With acoustic guitars.
And I remember we were doing Rock Bottom. We used to do a really cool version of Rock Bottom.
Yeah.
Just like they with the acoustic version, right?
Well, it was just after the Unplugged thing had come out, so
Yep.
we were really playing a lot of Kiss stuff with acoustic guitars, and it worked.
And we got to get that on here somehow, because we got, like I said, we got a really good version of Coming Home.
Yeah.
That we did together that really came off nice with the bass, and you did a great job on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you did such a good job on the drums with the little drum machine that you did.
Well, it was a keyboard, so I'm tapping in the drums.
Yeah. So for the next couple shows, what should we be talking about? So we just finished the show about the reunion and MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, we were going to continue with the reunion because we kind of focused more on Unplugged getting into the reunion, so we thought we'd go from the reunion to the farewell tour, and then what happened after that, you know, how Ace and Peter kind of did they jump ship, or were they released?
Yeah.
What happened, you know, how do we feel about Eric Singer putting on Catman makeup, and then lo and behold there's Tommy Thayer wearing Ace Man makeup, so
Yeah.
you know, how do we feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? But, you know, it is what it is.
And Symphony
it's
as well.
We got the Symphony, which is really cool. And that was very unique because you had Peter on drums and Tommy Thayer on guitar, which is, you know...
And I know there was a mix that they changed that up too. Like I know there was at one point there, Ace was still in the band, and Eric Singer played drums for a couple of tours in Japan.
I was just watching that recently. It was the Japanese leg of the farewell tour, and it was Eric on drums and Ace on guitar.
Yeah.
And but you see communication between Ace and Eric. You know, like they were going to do "Shock Me."
Yeah.
And there's Ace, and he kind of points at Eric and smiles and says, "Hit it, Eric!" You know, it's almost like they were buddies and had been playing together for years when really they hadn't been. I think that was the first time since the Unplugged show that they actually had been on stage together.
Well, if we could show a little bit of that, it would be really cool, because there's a clip that we had focused on where it shows them jamming actually at the beginning with Eric Singer's on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Ace and Paul and Gene, and Ace starts jamming tunes like he does. I don't remember, did it Parasite?
Yeah, he was in a playful mood and he just started jamming out things that were not on the set list.
They
you
never
can see
do that.
Paul and Gene kind of getting bored with that, but Ace was more playful.
Well, they also weren't comfortable with the idea of improvising. Everything's got to be, okay, this is what goes first, this goes next, and this happens. So that was completely, you remember Gene says at one point, welcome everybody to the Ace Frehley Show,
yes,
Ace Frehley Band, or something like that. But you can tell he's kind of pissed at the same time.
He's being sarcastic, but
yeah.
he's giving a message. Yeah.
But he kicks right in. Eric Singer hits everything on the note, right? Like he knows everything no matter what. Like Ace starts playing Rocket Ride and everybody else is lost, except for Eric.
Yep.
Right? Paul starts playing, what does he play? Oh, Mr. Speed.
Mm-hmm.
He plays Mr. Speed and Ace is lost.
Paul's playing along, but you can tell Gene's got no time for that.
Well, neither one of them did, really. I mean, it was the whole idea, but that pretty much epitomizes Kiss in a nutshell.
Yeah.
There's Gene and Paul, the business guys, and Ace wanting to freewheel it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's that example right there is exactly what you can look back and say.
Well, I mean, go right back to 1977, where, you know, Ace was looking at these business meetings, where Gene and Paul would show up in suits and ties, and Ace would show up in a leather jacket and a six-pack of beer, and he doesn't understand what these business meetings are about. That's not rock and roll.
So here we go, and all you gotta do is wind us up and let us go, and then we start talking. We're on the Kiss train. And we start going. There's people in the park here that are looking at us like we're freaking nuts. Like, what are you doing here?
Like that guy sitting on the balcony over there.
There's a
looks
dog.
like they're talking about Kiss.
Yeah, we're talking to each other and saying, why are those guys being so friggin' loud?
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, it's finally good to get together. We haven't seen each other in a long time, actually.
No.
And we've probably talked more in the last 4 months than we've talked in years because of the show.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's really good to get together. Hopefully we'll get a jam together. If we get a jam together,
When we get a jam, when
we
we
will
finally get the
film
three
it.
of us in the same room at the same time,
it'll be filmed.
because we live in different provinces.
Yeah.
We will film it and put some on there, and it'll be cool.
So I would just say thanks to everybody, and we do exist. We're real. He's real. I'm real. We're in the same place.
We should get Simon in the picture too.
Simon,
Get in
well,
here.
no, he's fine.
That's the dog.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody.
Okay, keep watching you, and
Absolutely.
we're gonna keep on rocking it out for you guys.
Yeah, you got it.